Adam took a nap and woke up to a good thing.
Bro, it says God pulled her from him. So what does that show us? Everything we need is what?
In us. Oh my goodness.
He already
bro.
gave it to us.
Come on, bro.
He already gave it to us. He said, Moses, what's in your hand?
The staff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joseph was able to run Egypt because of his gift. His gift made room for him. We hear that all the time.
Yeah.
His gift. He didn't have to do anything to get that gift. He was born with it. Only thing different, he used it. And he honored God, and he knew it was God's gift.
Yeah.
And God was just using him, and he just stewarded it well.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, my friend? It's Marquel Russell here, and welcome to the Strategic Scale Show, Confessions of a Recovering Workaholic. So on this show, we talk about how do you build a business that runs without you, without running you in the ground. And we talk about how do you win in all areas, not just in business and financially, but as a parent, as a father, as a wife, from a spiritual standpoint, from a mental standpoint, from an emotional standpoint. We cover it all so you can actually create holistic success in your business and your life. Let's get into the show.
All right, bro. So let's go ahead and get into it. You know, I always appreciate your time and the space that we share. So even when I'm thinking about, bro, they used to call you the king of client attraction, right? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And not only did people see you as that, and I wondered to myself, like, how did you see yourself during that time? Because like titles that we have, like they hold weight.
Yeah.
And I'm just like curious as to the persona that was kind of associated with that title. So when you first got deemed King of Client Attraction, like what did that mean to you? And like why was that awarded to you? And then how'd you feel as a result of having that title?
So it's actually something, so the King of Client Attraction is actually, I think it's something that I initially kind of created for myself, I think, right? It's kind of like T.I. started calling himself the King of the South.
Right.
Right, and nobody necessarily, hey bro, you the King of the South. He was like, I'm the King of the South,
right?
So because we had really mastered the ability to help businesses get clients, and it tied to Client Attraction University, and like it was just on brand, right? So to answer your question without going on the whole rant, it really tied to like just being on brand, and we had really mastered the ability to help businesses get clients and help them build these automated client attraction systems. And individuals were bringing me in. When it came to client attraction, we were top of the mind.
Yeah.
And people would bring us in and speak about that over and over and over
again.
Yeah.
And I think the beautiful part about it is like as I've gotten to see you grow, it's like when people or even ourselves, we associate ourselves with the title that we've given ourselves or that's been given to us, it holds a weight. But when God is stripping you of a title in a certain season, because I actually saw you retire the name, right?
Yeah.
So it's just like in the midst of that process, like what made you go into, I guess, retiring the name, and like what was the mindset behind it?
So I think one thing is that I felt pigeonholed because it's like in reality, on the front end, we help businesses get clients.
Right.
But it's almost like, hey, I just played a marketer on TV because we can help people get clients. We had figured out the market and stuff, but it was like in the meantime, we had actually scaled businesses. We had helped other individuals scale businesses. So it was really way more to what we actually do than just get clients.
Right.
And I didn't want to be pigeonholed in that because again, what we allow people to call us and what we call ourselves, it becomes our identity. And it also ties into the whole veganism because a lot of people who rock with me know I was vegan for like 5 years as well. And it was like, how much of this has like became my identity, right?
Yeah.
So, and I had to, release that as well.
Did you feel like at a point like you were living up to that? Because I know we used to crack jokes as far as like, oh, bro, I can't have a burger.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
And you over there mooing at us.
100%. 100%. I was all in on it. Because like, I'm the type of person, when I commit to something, I'm all in on it.
Right.
I'm like, I'm all in on it. So I was all in on it. So that whole identity it turned into a whole thing.
Yeah. Even when you think about it, I know you mentioned that you possibly, for yourself, feel like you have an addictive personality.
100%.
So what are some of the things that you know that you should not do or you stay away from in order to continue on the course that you're on right now?
So I don't drink. I don't smoke weed. These are all things I used to do. So I don't do those things.
Gamble?
I don't gamble. Nope.
Because that can turn into
I don't gamble. I used to shoot dice and stuff like that.
Right.
But I never went to Vegas and like gambled it. And we didn't been to Vegas multiple times, but I never had a desire to go sit at the tables because I already know that's a whole scheme in itself. Yeah. So I don't do that. I don't even, because I know even sports betting is like a big thing now. I don't do that. These are all things I used to do,
Yeah.
but it's like I don't do those things anymore because I know my personality.
Do you feel like old pieces of your identity like kind of like resurface or pop up, or the thought process pop up sometimes?
Not necessarily having a desire to smoke or drink or
Right.
nothing like that, but it's like parts of me like where it's like if I see the police coming and I'm driving, me just being aware of if they get behind me, if they busting a U-turn, that type of stuff. If I'm pulling out of my garage and I'm closing the garage, like making sure the garage closes all the way before I pull out.
Right.
Like stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, it's like survival stuff.
Yeah.
I see how stuff like that, you know, can pop up for sure.
Got you. Even when you're thinking about like the persona from your old name in a different season, like how much of you think you can equate the success of like where you are now to that old season or that old identity that you were in?
And when you say identity, you mean like
King of Clan Attraction, yeah, just from that realm. Yeah.
so I think it. I mean, a lot of. I mean, that's a lot. I mean, we built the company based on that, helping like really niching down on that. So I think a lot of that was that what we've learned to step into strategic scale and strategic scale institute and things of that nature is stuff that we learned from that particular season. So I'll say a lot of the do's and don'ts, a lot of the lessons, a lot of the, you know, win, all that stuff kind of came, you know, from that season.
Yeah. Do you feel like the business couldn't grow as a result of the title that you had? Like you felt like that title kind of, you said you did more. We help businesses scale, this, that, and the third. So do you feel like that title kind of kept you trapped?
I think the business could have grown, but it was like, I think it was just kind of it's like, you know, even in the Bible, right? In the Bible, it's like anytime God's going to take you to a new level, he typically changes your name. So Abraham was Abram. Sarah was Sarah. Sarah was Sarai. So it's like, in some cases, God would change your name when you're going into. Jacob God told him, he changed the name to Israel because he was like, okay, through you, I'm going to birth nations.
Right.
And then through Jacob was 12 tribes, right? And then through those tribes, a lot of things happened. But it was like, the Israelites are because Jacob went from Jacob to Israel. And then the Israelites were created.
That's good.
Through that.
That's good.
So his name had to be changed based on where he was going.
That's good. I mean, even when we think about like, that's not even the time. Well, is there a time where you just felt trapped in that? It's just like, I don't know if I should do this because people already know me as that. Like, did you ever feel trapped in the title of that name?
Yeah, for sure. Because it's like, it's almost like, okay, a rebrand, if we're building something else, are people even ready for this type of conversation? So it's a lot that kind of goes into that, like letting, because again, it's the identity stuff, right? It's like letting go of that to go all in on that. And the interesting thing is, as we transition, I saw that I thought that people at a certain level actually wanted the team stuff, the other higher level stuff. And it's like part of them do, but it's more of a second thought. People still want the marketing and sales stuff, you know, more than anything.
Right.
Regardless of if they're at 6 figures, 7 figures, or whatever, they still lean more toward the marketing and sales stuff either way. So we still dig into a lot of the marketing and sales stuff. So it's not like we stopped teaching and helping people with the marketing and sales stuff. We just didn't make that the whole thing.
That's good. I mean, releasing certain identities that no longer serve us, it could be an anchor to the past. So, like, what do you think you got set free from in doing that?
Releasing identity.
Yeah, I mean, because you did it publicly, right? You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? You went on social media, I'm retiring this. It was like almost like this big thing,
Yeah.
almost like a campaign. So like, what was not even the thought process behind that, but like, how did you feel as it relates to doing that? Even the thought process of doing it. Like, what are people gonna think? Like, what was just like the whole ordeal?
I think one of the biggest things was the best way to do it and the best way to communicate it. Because when we did it, some people also thought that, all right, y'all don't help with the marketing no more at all.
Right.
But in reality, it wasn't that we didn't help them with the marketing and sales no more at all. It was just like, that's just one of the pillars that we help with.
Right.
Because when we also, I think we built a different way. when we were building in that season, because it was more about the growing, bigger and bigger. But then it was like strategic scale presented another way of building.
Right.
And of course, we had different clients who always told us like, bro, like what y'all do is way bigger than getting clients and coaching. Because I wouldn't even call y'all coaches. It's way bigger what y'all actually do.
Right.
And it's like the areas that we're serving business owners, it was doing probably more of a disservice to just say, number one, we're coaches, and then number two, we help you with your marketing and sales. Because in reality, it's all the other stuff that we help with as well. Yeah. And marketing and sales is just a part of it. And we also thought that scaling a business at one point was, if you want to scale a business, you get more clients. You get more leads, you get more clients. But in reality, that's not how you scale a business. That's just how you get more leads and more clients. Right. But to scale, you got to really duplicate and multiply. And if you go from 10 clients a month to 20 clients a month, you need infrastructure, you probably need some team, you need some systems, fulfillment, and all that to actually build a real business that's more profitable, more scalable, more sustainable, enjoyable, and sellable if you decide you want to sell.
That's good, because even in the wording, the phrasing, it seems like there's more purpose behind it and intentionality behind it as well. So like when you talked about guarding our heart, right? How do you go about guarding your heart even in this season when maybe like validation through what you were known for was like so prevalent back then?
So I think one of the things is just being aware of not seeking validation, right? So it's like even when we decided to shift the show,
right?
And I hit you, and I was like, "Hey, bro, wanted to drop this on you. I feel like God dropped this on me to transition the show in this way, right?" I kind of shared it with a couple other people, and some people were like, they ain't really said, because people was like enjoying the deep dives that we were doing, right? Sure. Which were great, but I was like, I wasn't putting it out there for people to say do it or don't do it. It was I shared it with like 2 or 3 people, but it was like, all right, God already said do this, so this is what we doing, and God said me and you need to do it in this particular way. So it wasn't like, let's see what the market going to say. Is this going to convert? Can we really monetize this? All that different type of stuff. Like, I ain't really go down that path, because I was like, okay, this is what God said to do. So let's do it. And everybody, it might not make sense to a lot of people,
but it's gonna make faith.
100%.
For sure. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Because even like when I think about how we move now and have those conversations, like let's just try it, like let's just go. You know what I mean? And then be consistent with it. And then you're always big on let's collect the data. Let's see what happens from there.
I mean, and it's not even about the data. It's about God already said do it.
Right.
So it's like, what are we collecting data for?
That's the overthinking.
God already said do it.
Overthinking for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
I mean, God said go.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, if God said go, and we trust God, it's gonna do what it's supposed to do.
Yeah. And
at the end of the day, everything we do is supposed to get God glory.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's like, it's nothing to track.
Just go. Just go.
You know what I'm saying?
So even going from business CEO to Minister Chill, like even that thought process of like where you are now, how do you want people to view you?
How do I want people to view me? That's a good question. If I'm being honest, bro, I don't even care how people view me. If I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
It's like, because again, I don't have control over how people view me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm probably at a place more than ever where I don't care how people view me. And I can't say it's always been that way, but it's like, I want to be a vessel where at the end of the day people get closer to God.
Yeah.
Even for non-believers, because it's like we don't do this for people who are already in the kingdom, right? Now it does reignite them or make them dig deeper, but it's like even those who aren't in the kingdom, for them to be curious.
For sure.
Let me see what it's talking about, right? But it's like, but again, God handles all of that. That is not my job. My job ain't to convert people.
That's true.
My job ain't to convince people. My job ain't to preach to. My job ain't to do that. My job is to make the introduction.
Yeah.
And I make the introduction not by preaching at people, but me worshiping, living a life of worship. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how do I want people to view me? It's like,
You don't really care.
I don't care how people view me.
Yeah. No, that's big. That's big.
You know what I'm saying?
So take me to the thought process, because it's like getting to this point is one thing, and I think it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Coming from the part where the views did matter or the perspective did matter, like how was it being in that era, and then how did you transition to where you are now?
So when you say that era, you mean where the appearance matter, the optics matter.
The looks. For
Yeah.
Sure.
So living in that season is just is living based on anxiousness. You're anxious, you are tied to what other people do, you're tied to other people's response, and it can be stressful.
Yeah.
Because like now, certain amount of people don't show up, certain amount of people don't buy, certain amount of people don't, it's like you're tied to all the things. Mm-hmm. And it's like, I'm just sowing the seed, we'll see, God gets the harvest. Let me just do the things.
Right.
Let me be, and then
That's
from
good.
a place of being a child of God. So my place of being, like my true identity is a child of God, right? Who's already valued, already loved, already successful, already worthy. So that's a being, and then doing from that place. So if I'm speaking or creating content or whatever, and I'm doing from this place of being, already loved, already valued, I don't gotta do for validation.
Yeah.
That makes sense?
That do.
Because I'm already validated.
Right.
I'm already validated, I'm already worthy, I'm already successful, because I'm God's child, I'm already provided for. So people aren't my source. Money isn't my source. God is my source. So if I'm being, then when I'm doing the things from that place, then I'll have whatever is required because I'm rooted in my being.
That's good.
Does that make sense?
That makes sense. That makes perfect sense. So let's see if we can go ahead and build a strategy out of it.
Okay.
From the thought process of, because we understand that comparison kills.
Yep.
And social media is just a scrolling comparison.
Yeah.
What would you say for those that I got something, but I don't really know if it's in me, if it's like, how would you kind of strategize or work through that process of just being obedient? How would you work through that process from someone that's just used to comparison, slow to go, this, that, and the third, going from here to there?
So I think the first thing you got to do is get clear on who you are. That's where it all begins. Like, who are you outside of all the stuff? Not like, what's your name?
Right.
Because somebody gave you that. Like, you aren't even your name.
That's good.
Your mom gave you your name, Kevin.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not who you are, though.
Right. That's good.
You know what I'm saying?
That's good. Yeah.
You are, we see our bios on your Instagram. That ain't who you are. Like, that's what you do, but it ain't who you are, though.
That's good.
You know what I'm saying? So I think the first thing we got to do is get clear on who are we. The Bible says we are created in God's image. We come from God. It says we are children of the Most High God.
Right.
So that's what the Bible says. So then it goes back to what's your filter of truth. My filter of truth is the Bible. If somebody else's filter of truth is something else, then they got to figure out who they are.
Right. By way of
whatever your filter of truth is.
Right.
Again, my filter of truth is the Bible. So it tells me that I am a child of the Most High God. God already knew me before he created me.
Right.
I come from heaven, where Jesus came from. It's interesting, we talked about it at Brunch with the Bros. One of the most powerful things about Jesus is he knew who he was. He said, I am him. I am. And that offended people.
Right.
A lot of times we don't want to be who we truly are because it'll offend people.
Ooh.
We rather fit in.
Right. Dim our light.
We rather dim our light and to kind of fit in and all that.
Yeah.
But we'll see people who stand out and we'll be like, we'll judge them because people don't really want to be crucified.
Right.
But it's like, Jesus knew who he was.
Yeah.
Like everybody was offended because he knew who he was. It said when he was baptized, it says the sky opened and said, "This is my son whom I'm well pleased."
Okay. Yeah.
Well, God didn't just say that about Jesus. He said about me as well and you.
Right. Yeah.
This is my daughter who I'm well pleased. This is my son whom I'm well pleased. So if God is already pleased with you, why do you have to please others? Why are you seeking to please? If you be a child of God and you show the fruits of the Holy Spirit, peace, joy, love, if you operate from that place, those are the fruits. You just operating. You're not doing it to please people though.
Right.
Because even if you show up joyful, happy, excited, some people will be offended by that.
Yeah. For sure.
Right?
It don't even matter.
It don't even matter.
Yeah.
Some people are still gonna be offended.
Yeah.
Like you're like, dang, I ain't never seen them even raise their voice. I ain't never seen, like, why people don't like them? It's like they ain't even did nothing. They're just being them.
Right.
So it's like the first time we got to get clear. Let's talk. So let's before I get off, let's go. You said a framework. First thing you got to do is get clear on who you are.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, I know we're going deep right now. However, if you're watching this and you're a business owner, you want to take your business to the next level, you want to scale your business and have a business that can run without you, without running you in the ground, and you want to generate more leads, more clients, or you want to put the systems in place so your business can run like a well-oiled machine, make sure you check in the description section of this video. We got a ton of free resources for you. Go ahead and get those right now. Stop right now. Go ahead and get those resources, and let's get right back into the show. You're not your net worth. You're not your bank account. All that can go away. At any point, it could literally go away. At one point, money was like barley, wheat, cattle. It wasn't physical money like in our bank account.
Right.
Some people are saying we're going into crypto and all different, like it's all different types of stuff. Who's to say that money in your account will be worth anything 5 years from now?
Right.
Based on the history of money.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you tie your identity to money and what's in your account,
Yeah.
banks crash, stock markets crash, all this different stuff happen. Not saying it will, but these things. So if you tie your identity in, let's say your net worth is 10 million, then your net worth for whatever reason drops to 5 million or 3 million or whatever. If your identity is tied to your net worth, your identity will take a hit.
For sure.
And you could have been showing up strong as a father or as a mother or as a husband, as a wife, but because you took a hit net worth, your identity took a hit. Now your parenting and your relationship takes a hit as well. So the first thing you got to get clear on is, who am I?
Yeah. And even simplifying that further down, are there questions that you would ask to figure that out?
So again, your filter of truth.
Yeah.
If we're on the same filter of truth,
Yeah.
who does God say I am?
Right.
Let's keep this real simple.
Keep it super simple.
Let's
I
keep
wanna
this
make
real
it
simple.
practical.
Who does God say I am?
Right.
You're Kevin because your mom said you are.
Right.
And you believe that.
Right.
Okay, this is who my mom said I was. So who does God say you are?
I am a child of the Most High. Yeah.
God says, I am your child.
Yeah.
We are God's children. So, generally speaking, and I met your mom, obviously. And I think she likes, we're like, that's mom.
Right. Facts.
And generally speaking, she's done a great job of taking care of you. Correct?
I agree.
She's always been provided for. You going to college. You obviously, well-spoken. You can tell you grew up and she sowed good seed. Right? Nobody's perfect, right? I know your mom is, right? She's dope. But, we're all learning and growing up at the same time.
Right.
And she's taking care of you. You've had provision.
Right.
So she's done such a good job that you was able to move from Cleveland to Atlanta solo.
Right.
Because she's done such a good job that you're able to do that. Most people couldn't do that.
Right.
Shout out to mom.
Shout out to mom.
Right?
Shout out to mom.
So if your mom has done such an amazing job of taking care of you and providing for you, provision, imagine what God will do if we just trust him. The only way your mom was able to do what she did for you because you trusted her.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You didn't just believe in your mom, you what?
Trusted her.
You trusted her.
Yeah. That's good. That's good.
You came home, you expected food, you expected the lights to be on.
House over her head.
You get what I'm saying?
Clothes.
You trusted it. You weren't at school like, man, if I get home, you trusted her.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what about, so God,
Talk to him. That's
if
good.
God said I'm his child, that means God's gonna provide, and not dependent on my reliance.
Yeah, that's good.
Right? So Solomon in Proverbs, I was reading this morning actually. Solomon said, lean not into your own understanding.
Yep, keep talking.
So Solomon was saying, lean not into your own understanding. Trust God. Proverbs 3, 5, and 6 says, trust in the Lord with all of your heart.
Mom read that to me all the time. And lean not.
And lean not into your own understanding.
Yeah.
This could also be said, your own confidence. Like God don't need us confident. God says, I'm strong when you're weak. So sometimes we just too strong. God can't do what he wanted. Like God, this thing can't happen because like you too in control, bro.
Yeah, you holding on.
You holding on.
Yeah, yeah.
You got to let go. You got to operate open-handed.
Yeah.
So I think for years, for me, I was just like closed fist. But now I'm in a place where I've learned that I got to be more open-handed.
For sure.
Right? So it says, Proverbs 3, 5, 6, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not into your own understanding. Because the Bible also says, my ways are higher than your ways, my thoughts are higher than your thoughts. Like you can't even fathom
Right.
the level of thinking.
Abundance.
It says, in all your ways acknowledge him. So one thing I'm gonna dig into this Sunday is Numbers 14, 22, and 23. God said, because they have not followed me wholeheartedly. This ties directly to Proverbs 3, 5, and 6.
Yeah.
Because they have not followed me wholeheartedly, like your what? What Proverbs say? With all your heart.
Yep.
That's your whole heart, right?
Right.
It says, because they have not followed me wholeheartedly, not one of these who saw my glory. Like God is saying, they saw my glory, but they still didn't follow me wholeheartedly. They still had doubt. It says, because they have not followed me wholeheartedly, not one of those who saw my glory will see the land I promised.
Okay.
So God already made the promise.
Yeah.
But because you don't trust God wholeheartedly,
Yeah.
you won't see the promise.
That's good. So trusting the
Trust.
process. Literally trusting the process.
That's it.
That's good, boy. That's good.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes perfect
So the
sense.
first thing you got to do is,
Find out
who are you?
Understanding who
You ain't
are.
none of the things.
Yeah.
You ain't the followers.
Right.
You ain't the podcast host. Like all that stuff is your false identity. And a lot of times we're operating from this false identity and we're trying to protect that false identity. And we live our whole lives trying to protect this false identity.
Yeah. That's good.
Who are you? We watch interviews all the time and people be like, well, tell everybody who you are.
Yep.
And everybody start running down.
The resume.
Run down the resume.
Oh, for sure.
That's not who you are.
For sure.
I'm a father, I'm a this. That's not who you are either.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
Yeah.
Right? But imagine if you do, like your title, father, mother. Imagine being a father and a husband, or a wife, or a mom, from a place of being your true identity.
Abundance.
How much more effective are you
Overflow.
how much more effective are you as a father, as a husband, as a CEO, as a founder, as a parent, you know what I'm saying?
That's so
if
good.
you're operating from being, not doing.
Yeah.
Because I've had clients that they at an age where their kids, they're empty nesters. And now their kids are out doing their own thing.
Right.
And now they're trying to figure out who they are. Because their whole identity was wrapped up in being a parent.
I seen that.
You see what I'm saying? In relationships, people be like, I'm looking for somebody to make me whole.
Yeah.
Or this is my better half.
Yeah.
You're a whole person. How you got a better half? You're a whole person. Then you got two whole people. But if you got two half of people coming together, it typically don't work out.
That's confusion.
Because they're looking for somebody else to make them whole. This person looking for somebody else to make them whole. And it's like, that's your identity is being married.
Yeah. That's good, bro.
That make sense?
That's good, bro. That's good. We ain't got to go no.
So that's number one.
That's good.
We have to decide
Goodness.
who we are. Build up. What if you built your business from a place of affirmation? Jesus operated from a place of affirmation. God already told him, I am well pleased. He hadn't done anything.
Yeah. That's it.
Moses said, who am I to go tell the pharaohs to let the Israelites go? And he was like, I'm going to be with you. I'm going to tell you what to say. Moses is like, who am I to do that? I don't qualify.
Right.
I've murdered people. I've murdered a man. Mm-hmm. I don't qualify.
Mm-hmm. I got a speech impediment. I've never been eloquent. There's someone else that's better than. Yeah.
Who am I?
Right.
God said, I'm going to be with you. That's who you are.
You got, oh man, that's so powerful. Don't miss that.
Does this make sense, bro?
That makes sense. So often we're trying to figure out how to do it and how to be when it's just being.
Just be.
Simply.
Yep. You are. Imagine, bro. Imagine if we operated from success. We want, a lot of times, especially these day and age, social media, like we want status.
Right. Yeah.
It's like, what if you already got status?
And it's not coming from who you think it.
Who can take it? They can take it away. Like I think somewhere in this Bible that says, "The love I give, the world can't give it, and the world can't take it away." Like your status, your Instagram account, they can take that away.
In a heartbeat.
Your YouTube subscribers, they can take that away. Your account, they can take that away. A bank account, they can take that away.
Yeah.
Like God's like, this love I give it, can't nobody take it away. It's the ultimate status. If you got status. You got status with the king. Yeah. It's like, think about it. If we go into another country, right? Yeah. And they have a king. If the king stamped you, if the king like, this is my man, this Kev. He came from Atlanta, right? This is my man. If the king stamped you, you good.
You're good.
Do you need anybody else's stamp of approval?
No.
If the king stamps you.
You have all access.
You got all access. This is making sense, bro?
Yeah, bro.
Like, God, the king, already stamped you. Yeah. Already stamped us. Why we need approval? Yeah. Why we need validation? Why we need affirmation? Because society tells us that we do.
So, okay, so that's beautiful. That's so good. All right, so if everything was stripped from you, if there was no marketing, king of client attraction, like, and I think I already know the answer to this, if all of the accolades were taken from you, who are you at the end of the day?
I'm a child of God.
That's it, bro.
That's it.
That's it.
And it's simple.
Yeah.
And if I'm a child of God, God gonna what?
Make it happen. He gonna
take care of me.
Yep. That's it.
No. So here's the thing. Not only is God gonna do it, God already did it.
That's good. That's good.
That's why I be telling. That's why I want the thing I want. So you know, you remember one week I was teaching, and I was like, God works in past tense. He's already done it. He's already done it. Yeah. So God told Abraham to leave, go to a land that I already set up for you. Right. If you do this, I'm gonna bless all of those who come through you and all the people of the world. He did it already.
You just had to.
The time just had to happen. You just had to get mentally aligned with it. Like he had already did it.
Right.
So like Joseph came. Joseph did what he did in Egypt. Right. Joseph did what he did in Egypt. And then when he died, he was like, somebody's going to come free y'all from Egypt. Joseph knew that they were going to have to be free from Egypt. They weren't in slavery at this time. Right? Moses came. Joseph essentially prophesied Moses, but didn't say his name. Right. Moses then led them, well, his plan was to lead them to the promised land. Right. Based on a promise that God gave Abraham hundreds of years ago. God had already did it. Think about this, bro. The Bible said, we could pull it up, bro.
Hold on, bro. The connection is crazy.
The connection is crazy, right? The connection is crazy. Yeah. Moses was in Joseph's lineage. Right. Moses was in Abraham's lineage. Right? Bro, here's the crazy. Check this. Now check this out. And also Jesus in Abraham's lineage. Yeah. Right? Because the 12 tribes was created. Right. Judah That created the Jews. Jesus came as a Jew, right? So it's in the lineage. Now check this out, bro. It's in the Bible. So we talked about Joseph 2 weeks ago, and it said Joseph was a slave in Potiphar's house. What does it say, bro? It said Joseph was prosperous. He was a slave.
Yeah.
He was a slave.
Yeah.
And the Bible said he was prosperous.
Right.
He didn't have any. He was a slave, Kev. He didn't have any financial things.
Ooh, boy. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
He didn't have status. But because he was prosperous, he got what?
Joseph? Because he was prosperous?
He got what?
Favor.
He got no. Because he didn't have status when he came into Potiphar's house, but because he was prosperous, he got what? He got status.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
He didn't have to work for status.
Right.
They was like, Potiphar was like, there's something on this dude. Put him over. Then the girl lied on him. He went to jail. But because he was prosperous, he got what?
Status.
They put him over to jail. He didn't go in there to get status over to jail.
Right.
But he was prosperous. The Bible said he was prosperous. Listen, man, the man was a slave. He didn't have the things.
Right.
The Bible said he was prosperous.
And we talk about like that favor ain't fair. Like it's like you getting me because like I hear you, and it's like a lot of people don't even understand where they are because they don't have the things.
Yep.
And they're looking for the things to make them who they are. But it's just like the status is already awarded, the favor is already awarded.
Bingo.
We just gotta move in
You
it.
come with it.
Yeah.
So it comes installed. So it's like it goes back to when God asked Moses, he was like, "What's in your hand? Let's use it in your hand."
Yeah.
And also the story with the lady in Kings, I think it was First Kings, and she was like, my husband died. She went to Elisha and she was like, my husband died, and the people are coming to take my kids and put them into slavery because he died with a debt. And Elisha was like, what do you want me to do? And he was like, what's in your house? And she was like, well, nothing. I just got this little thing of olive oil. He was like, go to all your neighbors and ask them for jars. She went out and got all the jars. And he was like, pour the olive oil in all the jars. And it says, she continued to pour until they ran out of jars. And she had enough oil. She just saw she had a little thing of it. It says she has enough oil to go pay off all the debts and still have some for her and her boys to live off of. He was like, what's in your hands? What you got?
Right.
So like, again, so when people say the favor ain't fair, what does that mean? Well, it's not, favor isn't fair because it doesn't mean everybody don't got favor.
Right.
It's not fair because everybody's favor is different. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
Bro, it don't matter how much time I spend in CapCut. My videos ain't gonna come out like yours. It's just not. Like my editing my video, they ain't gonna come out like yours. Nobody's gonna, you done train people, they're not gonna come out like yours. I can see a video and be like, oh, I done seen it. I be like, this good, but you ain't do it.
Yeah.
These pictures are great, but you didn't shoot them.
Right.
And the pictures are great, the videos are great, but I can tell you ain't doing them. Haven't we had that conversation?
We had it.
Because you're favored in that area.
Yeah.
If I try to do what you do, that ain't my favorite. That ain't my lane. I can do a little something, throw something together real quick, but it's like that ain't my lane.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good. That's good, bro.
Does that make sense?
That makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense.
So it's like on the business front, it's like my gift is teaching, right? So when God began to call me more and more into like teaching in the ministry, we're teaching in the church ministry because business is ministry as well. My mind was like, who am I
Come on.
to teach?
Yeah.
But it's like, it's the same gift.
Yeah. I remember you asking that question.
Yeah.
I remember that. Like, well, and even in that process, why did you feel like it was different than what you were already doing?
Because your human side is going to fuck. Just like Moses was like, I can't do this, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
It's different to me. But it was like, no, it's your same gift. And what I text Pastor D a couple weeks ago, and I was like, bro, it's crazy that I used to pray. One of my prayers used to be, it still sometimes is, thank you, God, for expanding my territory. But when I talked about it, it was business related. But it's like, yeah, I've expanded your territory, not just on the business front though.
Right. Right. That's good.
It don't look like what you thought it would look like.
Right.
But this is what you've been asking for. So now it's like I'm favored in the area of teaching.
Yes.
So are you talking to people sometimes that, man, you used to make it look so easy, man. I'm favored in that area. We can't expect somebody else to do the same exact thing.
Yeah.
That's why favor ain't fair. We all have it though. We all got favor.
We all got it.
We all got favor. That's why it's not fair, because we don't get it. We don't get it the same as each other.
Yeah. So even when you're teaching this concept in your household, like the favor, even how you're speaking to your kids, whether it's school, their friends, and everything like that, what does that sound like? What does that look like?
Well, my kids, man, to be honest with you, one thing I learned with kids is like I gotta do more living than talking. Like, cause kids it's more that's caught than taught. I can sit around and try to hammer it to them all day, but it's like I gotta live it. I can't just sit around and talk about it, cause then it's just lip service.
Right.
I gotta live it first. If I want them to drink more water, what I gotta do? I gotta drink more water.
Yep. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? If I want them to respect women, respect their mom, I gotta respect women, respect their mom.
Right.
I gotta live it. If I want them to be men of integrity, I gotta be a man of integrity. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So it's like it's more of that. We talk about principles, and if it's a teachable moment, you know, we'll unpack it and stuff like that. However, even with that though, I gotta do more living than talking.
That's powerful. That's all the P's. Okay, so my last, I guess you could say, step in this process, because I don't want to overlook anything. I think the steps were good. I think the strategy was really great. I think even the analogy of understanding the examples that came before us, like all of that is super powerful. What is one thing that you would lead to people in regards to not just favor, not just understanding that it's already built inside of us. The gifts that we have are already in our hand. What is one thing, simply put, that you can leave with people to like make sure that they understand that God is with them through any season, through everywhere that is done, if you work it?
Perfect. So let's pause real quick. So let's pin that for just for a second.
Facts.
Let's circle back, because a few minutes ago you said that was powerful, that was potent. So it seemed like a lot landed for you.
Yeah.
Let's unpack that for a second.
Boy. Okay.
Just in case others was watching and it didn't land, because I don't know.
For sure.
So when you say that was powerful, that was potent, what was? Let's unpack that a
So
little
let's
bit.
go back to the fact of Joseph. Joseph receiving, and we talked about this a little bit the other day, Joseph using his prophetic and his dreams to tell his brothers, like, you guys are going, y'all are going to bow to me.
Yeah.
And it don't look like what it was or what he saw in that time. And it's just like he had to go through the ebbs and flows, the peaks and valleys. So it's just like being killed by his brothers, then actually being put into slavery, and then just like fast forwarding all the way to now, like this is actually the manifestation of, like y'all are coming here where I am ruling and reigning and putting authority. It's just like the process of me getting here don't look like how I thought I was going to get here, how the way I saw it.
Yep.
And it's just like, for me, it almost seems as though God doesn't give you all of the details in between, because if you saw that, you wouldn't go to the promise.
Right.
You know what I mean? So when I'm thinking about that, it's just like God gives you just enough to be able to move, but he doesn't want you to do it in your will, in Kev's will, and Marquill's will. And it's like, it's in my will, but I just want you to move. So when I think about even with Moses, it's like everything that I'm hearing you say is like, I have it. It's done. It's good. And it's just like when I think about the process of like the comparison and that kills on social media, it's just like, but what are you consuming yourself with on a day-to-day basis? Like we're not studying the examples. Therefore, when we see it in media, it's just like there's the doubt, there's the fear, there's the anxiety. And it's just like we're feeding ourselves more of that on a day-to-day basis than understanding like these three examples and the dots that are connected still tied to us today. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, if we study what came before us, we will know that we've already been guaranteed the promise. It's already been delivered to us. But oftentimes we're just not operating and moving in it on a conscious level, which is just like, I don't have to make this happen.
Yeah.
surrendering my success to God is going to allow me to be abundant. And I don't know what surrendering feels like or looks like because I'm so used to doing for myself. But that might be the absolute reason why I'm struggling.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what landed for me, because it's like I hear all my people talking about, well, I got to do this and I got to do that, and it's like society or a culture is talking to us, and where we got to like make these things happen. But it's just like we're trying to be the source. Where if we're just plugged into the source, like we understand that we are a resource.
100%.
But we just operate in our will.
100%.
I got to figure this out. I got to take care of my family. I got to put food on the table. I, me. And it's like that selfish tendency often has us sick. And where we grow ill is just when we're not connected to the source. So like that whole thing landed to me is, like I said, when you went back and like even the lineage leads until present day and age.
Present day and age. And God told Moses, when you go tell the Pharaoh and the elders, tell them I am who I am. This is my name forever. So God told Moses, I'm this name, I'm him forever.
Just like that.
So the God who Moses had this interaction with is the God that we still tapped into.
Forever.
If your connection is tight. And all you got to do is surrender and because like as a child, you're not stressed out. That's why it says impossible to please God without faith. Faith is trust.
Yep. Now, often you say a lot of the things are more caught than they are taught. And it's like, oftentimes we programmed to think and believe and do certain things a certain way.
Yep.
If we were to take a step back, and I like doing a lot of reflection. So it's like when I sit back and see how this happened, even this year I keep telling you it's a God did it type of year.
Yep.
That's always been the case though.
Always.
It's always been
You
the
just
case.
thought you did it the other years.
That's it. So I think that's the actualization. It's never been.
And here's the cool thing. You probably actually did it the other years in your own will, but you probably blocked it. You probably blocked some stuff as well. But God ain't surprised. God is like, all right, let me do his thing. But when he gets weak, that's when I can really show strong. But he's just too strong right now.
For sure. That's good. That's good. And I think that's the biggest thing. Is like, you got to, what is a man supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? What am I taught to do?
Protect, provide, all that. But it's like the Bible don't say that.
That's so good. So that whole thing, even from a leadership standpoint, it's like, I have qualities of a leader, but my true role is discipleship.
Yep.
Like,
Stewardship. Yep. You're a child. I've given you this inheritance as a child. Now your job is to steward it.
Well,
Like God put Abraham and put Adam and Eve in Eden. Their only job was to steward it.
that's it.
It's already there. God said, be fruitful and multiply. He said, I blessed them, and then said, be fruitful and multiply. They ain't had to do anything. He said he blessed us, then said, go be fruitful and multiply. So you're supposed to steward what God gave you to be fruitful and multiply. He already blessed you. So we don't got to pray for blessings. He already blessed you. He said, I blessed them, then said, go be fruitful and multiply.
That's so.
Just steward what you have.
Just steward what you have. And even when I think about it, even with Adam, like God laid Adam down. And man should not be alone.
Yeah, and pull it from him.
Adam took a nap and woke up to a good thing.
Bro, it says, God pulled her from him. So what does that show us? Everything we need is what?
In us. Oh my goodness.
He already gave it to us.
Come on, bro.
He already gave it to us. He said, Moses, what's in your hand?
The staff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joseph was able to run Egypt because of his gift. His gift made room for him. We hear that all the time.
Yeah.
His gift.
Oh my.
He didn't have to do anything to get that gift.
Nope.
He was born with it. Only thing different, he used it. And he honored God, and he knew
In the process.
it was God's gift.
Yeah. Yeah.
And God was just using him, and he just stewarded it well.
Yeah. That's good, bro. Have you, even on this journey of like putting God first and always doing so, but like, has there ever been moments on stage where it's like, I don't want to talk too much about God because I don't want to make this churchy?
No, I don't think I have. Even I've heard people say you shouldn't talk about God and business and stuff like that, but I don't think I have. But I will say that I think there's been times where I've always believed in God, but I can say that I definitely didn't trust God. Because I thought that I had to do
The thing.
the thing.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
You got to do the thing. And there's still stuff for us to do, but it's like you're doing it from a place of rest. You're doing it from a place of trust.
Yeah.
It's like I call it surrender in motion. So it's like you do your part, but then it's like, all right, cool. The harvest is yours, God.
Yep. That's good. That's good. That makes sense from my perspective. That
You're 100%. I just want you to unpack it just for
sure.
anybody. I want to just unpack that.
Yeah, and I'm curious as to y'all at home, like what resonated the most with y'all in regards. Please put that in the comments because I would love to get the feedback and the interaction to see how are you moving versus how does God want you to move in order to receive the actual harvest.
100%.
So, yeah, I would love to read the comments on that.
100%. 100%. I think the most important thing is just us getting clear on like who we are, what's our true identity.
Yeah.
And then being, right? And then being fruitful and multiplying from your being.
It's infectious to see how excited you get about talking about the Lord. Like in scripture, or like I read this the other day, like it's in you. You know what I'm saying? And conversations are different. Like it goes back to that addictive personality. I can tell that you're addicted to the word now.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like the depth of it. This word means this, and then in the Greek language it means this. And like I can see that. I can see the fruits of your studying, and it comes out in conversation. And I just want to go ahead and applaud you out loud, bro, because seeing you in that transition and that growth, you've always been a solid man, but to see you as a child of God and continuing to like give God the glory through the midst of it all.
Yeah, I appreciate it, bro.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Hey, congratulations on making it to the end of the episode. If you enjoyed this episode, you definitely want to check out the next episode that we got, probably popping up on the screen right here somewhere. And also make sure you subscribe to this show, and also check in the description section. We got a ton of resources for you to actually implement a lot of the strategies and insights when we talk about building a business that can actually run without you. Go ahead and do that right now, and we'll see you in the next episode.